Europe's leading sailing circuit is nearly over, but the competition is hotter than ever. The world's best sailing teams are out to win. They call it the Champions League of Sailing, the 2008 Audi MedCup. Battles of all kinds have been fought throughout the centuries in Spain's naval port, Cartagena. But the latest was between 14 race teams vying to win round 5 of the 2008 Audi MedCup series. Cartagena is a new addition to the Audi MedCup circuit. Its high cliffs and deep water a fitting backdrop to a week of dramatic racing. The tour takes in Europe's most glamorous and challenging sailing locations, 6 premier regattas in Italy, France, Spain and Portugal. So far, the season's delivered everything from high wind to high drama. After 4 regattas, the series leader was USA's Quantum Racing. Terry Hutchinson's team had a 30-point lead, a healthy cushion, but still not enough to guarantee the series victory.
Can we lose it? Absolutely. It's certainly not how the plan is designed. There's a very, very high caliber at this event. I mean, with the fact that the America's Cup is on hold for a little while, that point alone has brought a lot of very, very good sailors to this venue.
Their competition include Olympic legends, America's Cup winners and world champions. Second overall and determined to catch Quantum are 2007 MedCup winners, Sweden's Artemis.
The competition is clearly much harder than last year. And to be in the top 1, 2, 3, I think you cannot be anything than happy. As a sportsman, it's better to be first and second, obviously, and we'll do everything we can.
Spain's Bribon and Monaco's Mean Machine have been the season's other hot contenders. But owner Peter de Ridder's decision to withdraw Mean Machine from the series elevated Argentina's Matador into 4th place. The first 2 days of racing saw Bribon sharing the lead with Mucha Madrileña. But just 3 points separated the top 5 boats. Elda Sofia were having their best event of the season in 3rd, while the ever-present Quantum were 4th. The sea battles by day gave way to land battles by night, as the city celebrated the MedCup's presence with a week of festivities, including a full-scale reenactment of Rome's succession of Cartagena more than 2,000 years ago. The teams were finding out that Cartagena contained its own unique tactical challenges. Ono's skipper, Enrique Castagna, knows the bay and its peculiarities better than most.
This is Cartagena Bay. This is a very, very beautiful harbor for sailing. In this side we can see Cabo Tiñoso. This is a very high point of the harbor. In the other side we can see the Cabo Negro. This is the other side of the bay. This is a very open bay. That means that we have a very stable wind. We don't expect too much influence from the shore. We've been sailing before in Sardinia and other bays, but we expect that it's going to be a very fantastic week with this kind of conditions.
The Leveche breeze kicked in as Castagna predicted for the 3rd day of racing. An all-day coaster race worth double points, it was a chance for Artemis and Bribon to close the gap on series leaders Quantum. On the first leg, things went exactly to plan for Bribon, out to an early and seemingly unbeatable lead. But disaster struck Jose Cusi's team. Unable to release their spinnaker, the fleet sailed past them as they struggled to drop the sail. Matador led the fleet into a long reach out to sea, but by the halfway mark they had a fight on their hands with Mucha Madrileña and Platoon. The closing stages were the most exciting, Matador fending off continual attacks as the three leaders sailed underneath Cartagena's towering cliffs. After an epic sea battle, Matador took the victory, the finish line set right inside Cartagena's ancient port. Platoon finished second, but third was enough to propel Murcia Madrilena into the overall lead.
Fantastic day, and we are happy because we fight with the Matador hard to lead also the second one, but they say just better than us. And but doesn't matter, we are really happy about how we are sailing during this week. We need to keep going like that. Let's go in this way and we will do a good result, I hope.
There was drama in store on day 4. Matador and Murcia Madrilena were battling to be the leader. But there was disaster in store for the Chilean boat in the final race of the day, slamming into Tau at the top mark. The impact so severe, Tau retired, and the damage was bad enough to prevent them from further racing. It was a pivotal moment for Murcia Madrilena. They'd started the day as leaders and finished in 6th. Matador were now leading, but on the final race day, any of the top 4 boats could win. Bribon and Matador did not let each other out of their sights during race 9, but their tactics backfired. El Desafío snuck across the finish line to beat Quantum, making the Spanish America's Cup team the new regatta leader going into the final race. But the tables turned once again. Bribon led Matador at the first mark. Finish like that, and Bribon would win. At the back of the fleet, Desafío and Quantum were out of the race and out of the running. At the halfway stage, Bribon were more than a minute ahead, but their lead dissolved as the afternoon sea breeze began to fail. Matador moved into the lead going into the final leg. To win, Bribon had to get back in front. The race and the regatta was decided just meters from the finish, when Bribon rolled past Matador in the closing moments. It was Bribon's first regatta win of the season.
Hard day. The first race wasn't really what we're after, but yeah, second one, Ross did a great job sort of picking the side, and it got pretty tight. With sort of last top mark, we were back in second place again, and it was difficult to get around Matador, but in the end it was a really, really good race for us.
Jose Cusi's team collected the Breitling Trophy for the best elapsed time over all 10 races, as well as the Region of Murcia Trophy for winning the regatta. But with just 1 round remaining, USA's Quantum still lead the series. The fleet assembles for the final time in Portimao, Portugal, to decide who will become the 2008 Audi MedCup champion.